Hi, my name is Nicholas, and I think I met Li Wei. We both met in an architecture firm, and we come from a background of, say, architecture. And I think while we were working is that we were more interested in the idea of, say, a virtual workspace. We're interested in, say, how designers formulate their ideas, basically. And we basically left our job and we started out this venture. The first project we had the idea called Workspace. That's the virtual workspace platform Nicholas was referring to. But it progressed, evolved into a kind of much more mature stage. That's how the interlock ideas come to being.
Hi, I'm Alissa Shaw. I'm French and I'm a shoe designer based in Hong Kong. I create unique pieces for brides-to-be and fashion lovers. Yes, I always love hand-making things, crafts. I learned how to sew when I was 7. There's so many creativity that can be put in the shoe design that I decided to focus on that and create my shoe brand.
I love being in Hong Kong and I love having started the company here just because I feel the entrepreneur startup community is just so amazing. There is such a strong spirit here in Hong Kong that really helps and motivates you to carry on and actually believe in your brand. I also love being in Hong Kong because you're pretty much close to the manufacturing hub of the world. China is in your back door. So at your fingertips, you have amazing resources when it comes to manufacturers, suppliers, agents who really help you create your product that you really want to make. And I really think that the startup community in Hong Kong is great because they have a great can-do attitude, and there is a place for everyone no matter what your price point or what you're creating. There's always a place for you to just work on your passion and take that risk.
Because of its vibrancy and energy, Hong Kong is such an exciting place to be an entrepreneur. The nature of the work here is fast, people are hardworking, and there's opportunities everywhere if you just know where to look.
I think starting a business in Hong Kong is much easier compared to other cities. You have your networking events every day, you have your workshops, you have meetups. It's much easier to meet people here that have similar goals and ideas. The city, I think, helps you realize your dream and pushes you towards taking that first step.
It definitely is a very, very exciting moment to be an entrepreneur in Hong Kong. I think, especially since Jack Ma from Alibaba came to Hong Kong for a lecture, all of a sudden I think there's a huge obsession of startup entrepreneur, and I think the whole kind of entrepreneurship industry it's booming, and people are more receptive to new ideas. They're more receptive to change.
In Hong Kong, as an entrepreneur, it's like owning your own business. It's quite stressful sometimes, but at the same time it's quite rewarding.
And I'm starting to come in Hong Kong because here I feel like it's a great entrepreneur ecosystem. So everything in the city is very dynamic. So it's like you had an idea, you want to do the things really fast, and you have actually a way to do it. Everything is changing so fast, and you get this dynamic that you can't really find in any other cities in the world. So don't actually getting the wrong idea of it's much more easy here to do it rather than other countries or other cities. You have to work, work hard, you have to be very fast because things are happening very fast as well, so you have to be very responsive, and if you don't make it, someone else gonna make it, so no time to sleep and always hustle.
I was born and raised in Hong Kong, and I was a fashion designer in the past 9 years. And it hasn't been easy for the past 9 years being a designer, but I guess I just worked through that, and now I just become this year as a YouTuber and working with other people who's in my same industry. Hong Kong is a really compact city where you get to meet a lot of people. You need to be socialized, you need to go out there. If you want to get help, you need to speak up.
Being in a creative industry, I think it's much harder because it is a financial hub. People are very brand conscious.
I don't think the city has much space for creative people, and I think a lot of the time the locals struggle with getting their brand out. It's a bit of a struggle for artists, I think.
Creative industry needs a lot of help, needs a lot of facilities to grow up and to be more on the scene and under the spotlights. And my belief is a co-working space dedicated to the creative industry can help those people, especially when I work with the fashion designers or any people with this industry. They're like, hey, we need space, which is the most challenging part of Hong Kong. We need space, we need a part where we can do our stuff, where we can play around and do our sketches.
For me, I think as I grow, space will always be an issue, especially Hong Kong. It's one of the most expensive cities in the world, so I don't want to be worrying about space and money because I have other things to worry about as well. Also, co-working space would help me, would inspire me. Working with like-minded people would encourage me and help me get that space where I can get more creative, I can get messy with my designs and colors.
I think in general a co-working space is a brilliant idea where you as an entrepreneur can go to be among others who are in a similar industry, who are doing something similar, who also maybe can mentor you throughout the way and really motivate you to take that risk to keep going on and following your passion. So I think it's a necessity going forward, and I think it's the way that most entrepreneurs are going to work.
Because with the idea of the shared economy very popular right now with, say, Uber, Airbnb, I think it's inevitable to think of, say, a co-working space. But I think one thing we would advise is that we could try to be more specific with what creative industry mean and what a specific audience that it can help serve.
I definitely imagine that if there's a sort of resource platform that would help people to meet, to get starting, to get ideas, to collaborate together, or to work together, and to in a way like to have this close proximity into each other's ideas.
So there's more and more entrepreneurs in Hong Kong now, which is really good. And also more co-working space, which is also a great opportunity to meet each other, to exchange about our experience, our difficulties, and also exchange advice and tips.
To collab with people to help you what you do and be passionate about it and not give up. That's the only thing. I mean, like being a designer, what you should really like keep that as like in your head always.
This is the real challenge here in Hong Kong, but I think a co-working space, which is the trend, this is the future of work, that people want to work for themselves but not alone. So getting connected with your peers, having a space when you can work from, like you can get the buyers, you can get the customers coming, a professional place, but a place also when you feel like home and you could work on your stuff and do your stuff and being in this with people sharing the same value, passion, and within the same industry as you. So yes, definitely co-working space dedicated to creative industry in Hong Kong will help them to grow up business and to stand stronger.